I want to be 100% honest, because honesty is the best policy. These women who love married men, I want to tell you one thing, that man will never leave his wife. Hata kama his wife ni mjinga aje, even if the wife is so stupid, she is there because she loved him to the fullest of even bringing you there.
Actually,
ask
today,
yourself,
with social media, you find someone confessing, me, I love married men.
And I would like to see that. I want to sit down with a baby mama and a wife and see them getting along.
Oh,
to
no.
do excuse. That's all I can say. A man saying I'm married is an excuse not to take you home. It's an excuse not to build with you. It's an excuse not to invest with you. So when a man tells you I am married, he's not saying that, yeah, come and get me. He's saying, I'm just gonna sleep with you.
Let's just enjoy it too. Have fun.
I'm married, and that's it.
Yes. Do you think feminism today is hurting or helping women's mental health?
I believe feminism is hurting women's mental health because, like, life in general, we're not supposed to be put in a category. Everyone is supposed to be treated equally.
Wow.
So the fact that I'm a feminism, I'm treated more special than someone else, or I'm treated differently, makes me feel like an alien. So I feel like feminism is actually hurting mental health because people view that feminism is the way. And the truth and the light through everything. So feminism in general is just to show you that women should have the same rights boys have, but not in an extra mile.
Wow, thank you so much. Good to have you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on which part of the world you're watching us from. Another episode here with the Rising Roots platform. My name is Damaklin, and I'm so glad, so excited, because the guest we are having today is about to discuss with us something that has been so dear to my heart. And today's topic is discussing about feminism and mental health. And I wish to take this opportunity to introduce our guest, actually to give her the opportunity to tell us who she is, what does she do on a daily basis, and you get to know more about her. So karibu sana Mercy, welcome, and the camera is yours. Please tell our guests who you are.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. And I really am grateful and lucky that you gave me the platform to explain mental health and feminism in a higher platform. So what most people don't know, I am a Ugandan. My name is Mercy Olobo. I'm actually from Uganda.
Wow.
But originally, I used to stay in America. So I have the sense of traveling. I've traveled and lived in different environments. So I know the impact of feminism and mental health.
Yes.
So normally, I agree with this, and I've also experienced the downfall of feminism because in different countries, different people view feminism in a different way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in general, I am a journalist. I use my voice to speak out against things that people are shy to speak about.
Wow.
Yeah, and I love to encourage people who view that they can never reach a certain space. So I use my TikTok and my Facebook to do such.
Oh, definitely. You're going to share with us your account names so that we will put it on the video so that our followers, our subscribers can get to know more about you.
Most definitely.
And now we are here to talk about feminism.
Yeah.
Someone who's watching from there and is wondering, wait a minute, what is this all about? Could you kindly define to us what it means personally to you?
Okay, so feminism, like you said, this means personally to me. Feminism has different definitions, but to me, I view feminism as empowering and, involving the girl child in more daily day-to-day activities, like in the office or, at home or anywhere. It's not just the girl child's job to cook and clean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it shouldn't be the girl child's job. Everyone, that's daily necessities. So feminism is normally undoing the wrong that has been done to women. And that's what people don't understand. Feminism is not a key point for you to misbehave and get away with it. Feminism is to correct the shame that women face. So that's how I
Wow.
view feminism as a woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful. In your introduction, you said you are an activist.
Yes, I am.
You're a journalist. At the same time, you do more research and try to educate people about feminism, etc. Now, how does feminism connect with mental health?
Oh, I'm so happy you asked, because feminism connects now with mental health, because in the community and in the society, like I said, I'm a mental health activist for the community where I live in and other communities where I travel to go to. I hear a lot of stories. Feminism, like these women are left to stay at home because the mom doesn't have school fees for her, but the brother is sacrificed to go to university.
Exactly.
Yeah. So feminism, get on me again.
It's okay.
Yeah, so feminism really does impact the girl child in a negative way.
Mentally?
Mentally, so for instance, I would like to say like a girl child is not taken seriously, even in the workplace. Imagine coming from home. You have like a lot to do at home. A girl child never has the right opportunities to be a CEO. You don't have that time. You have to go home, cook food. You have to go home, get the kids, clean, watch. Your husband is coming home. You have to do everything. But the man gets to go to work and he has the opportunity to become big in life. A girl normally in most of these villages, she's told to stay at home, to, clean the house, to take care of the guests and stuff like that. So that when a lady's saying like these other women, the getting on in life, it really impacts them mentally. And also belittling women in such workplaces or school life or even home life. Like the woman is normally the house help. Everywhere she goes, whether to your mother-in-law, whether in school, whether you were seen as mothers. So mentally, that's a lot for a woman. It mentally drains you. The competition to compete with a man in the workforce and also at home as well. So it drains you mentally. Also, women love to, fight with each other.
Yeah, actually, we're going to get deep into that because I feel that is also my other area that I'm really passionate about. Because the big question is why? Why must we fight each other? And now you could also take us through what made you to choose this area to specialize in feminism and mental health. Is it like you had an experience, you as a person, or maybe you observed other people going through? Where is the drive coming from?
Oh yes, I experienced feminism and mental health. I have that experience. I also have friends who go through it. So like for instance, the way I experience it, I travel a lot. In some situations, I'm not welcome. Instead of other women being so welcoming, this is a Ugandan, let's help her out. Let's help her find her way. You get? No, they now shun me. You get? Oh, she's speaking English, anaongea kizungu mingi, anaringa, nini. So, it's brought me so down. You get? I have to climb up alone instead of having fellow women helping me. You understand? And that's the same thing for everyone. The same people not helping other women are the same people who also don't expect help, from other women. You understand? Anataka tu ajipange yeye mwenyewe. You get? She doesn't want anyone to help. Akipata akipata kazi, she's not. That women are literally against each other.
Exactly. To a great extent, we are our own enemies. Yeah,
women is always the enemy. Even like co-wives, it's another woman. She knows this man is with this person, but they still want to destroy that. It's not because she wants the man. It's because she wants to see this lady cry. You understand? Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's another angle you're bringing in. Now, do you feel like women mental health is usually misunderstood?
Yes, on so many levels.
Tell us more.
When a lady says that you've hurt my feelings, they tell you you're on your period. Why would you tell me something like that? When I tell you you've disrespected me, akuna tantrums. Your own friends tell you. Like for me, for instance, I told you I'm a mental health activist. So I post a lot of relatable content on my WhatsApp. So people think I'm talking about my lifestyle.
Oh yes.
You get? If I'm talking about someone being beaten, they think I'm the one being beaten. No, it's not like that at all. So That's what I can say to that.
Yeah, because I've seen in many circumstances, and we often confuse that. You see, a woman is going through something, even in marriage. You know, you come out to speak and you say, my hubby does this and this and this. Even some parents, they go to an extent of sending their daughter back to their marriage. Go there, telling them, even during our time, we went through that and we never ran back.
We never ran back
home. So I'm picturing you are tortured, you feel abused, then you're being told go back to the same place. So the mental aspect is what brings our conversation today. Now, do you think modern feminism is helping or harming women psychologically? I know we've discussed this from the beginning about feminism, and most of the times people look at it like, you know, when I listen to Chimamande, this lady, I don't know whether I've pronounced the name correctly. She's very famous, and she's an author. You know, at some podium, she said that she said that when she attended I think function of her book, she was going to launch her book, and a whole grown-up man, well educated and well dressed, looked at her and told her, I strongly advise you to drop whatever you are doing, because whatever you're talking about only tells, or rather it's like you're telling people you are unhappy as a person, not even in marriage. You're unable to get someone to marry you, and that's why you are sad. So the pain is making you to write something on feminism. So imagine being told like that. How mentally does it sound? How does it get into your brain? You know, and how do you move on from there? It only requires someone who is very strong and exposed to overcome such. So we move on to our next space, where now we want to look at, do you think today's conversation is important to someone who's watching, and why?
Yes, I do think this conversation is very important, because people don't really understand what feminism is and how to really help out in feminism. Yeah. Once people understand how to help the girl child out, and you know, feminism, the reason why I don't really agree with it so much is because women are the ones who bring the issue of feminism and mental health. Yeah. They're the ones bringing other women down. So in most of these feminist groups, even the women in that group, they're very evil. You understand? They're the same women who are doing the nonsense, stealing husbands, talking about each other. So mental health and feminism is an aspect where people really have to dig in and really concentrate on, because for a girl child, even committing suicide is not an option. How many stories do you hear of a girl child committing suicide? The girl child completely loses her soul. She just has to force through to live on, because she has someone she's taking care of, whether she's the age of 3 or 2. So mental health is something really serious in the community.
Now, you've mentioned something about women, and we have agreed actually that women, we are enemies of our own selves, okay? And we will now look at, why do you think women sometimes struggle to support each other? You've just given an example here saying a woman might go into another woman's marriage, not because they want the man, but they want that woman to cry.
To cry, yes.
Why?
You know, I'm so happy you asked, because it's not only about marriage. Let me start at home. The mother is usually so jealous of her daughter.
Wow.
You understand, yeah? Whether it be her blood daughter or her real daughter. So it really starts at home. The mother doesn't even want her daughter to get a better job than she got. So imagine if your aunties, they never want to see you making more money than them. So mostly me, I think, this is my personal opinion, women who have struggled to get where they are, they feel like you should also struggle to get where you are. And that's why women find it so hard to help each other, because they want to see you go through whatever they went through. Obviously, me, if I'm happy in my marriage and I'm happy in my career, there's no way I'm going to be wishing you such pain and misery. You understand?
Now, I'm taking the statement you shared. You said even mothers,
yes,
are jealous of their daughters. I thought mothers are the backbone. They're the ones who support their children even more than the father does. But okay, we shall come back to that later on for you to maybe explain why.
Yeah,
why would a mother feel so jealous of their daughter? We move on to our next question, which is now on society. Yes, women are jealous of each other. Do you feel even our society is fueling that? Is it supporting that? Or, you know, tell us more.
Society chooses the women to love. I kid you not. Society will not love a single mother who has nothing to eat. You understand? Yeah. Someone who's just like these ladies who are going to clean houses. Society hates them. They see them as I don't want to say like prostitutes. They see them as mistakes. They see them as just straight out trash. Society is the one to blame for how women are treated, even amongst each other. You know, men also do gossip. You understand, yeah?
Men, they do more than women.
They do more than women. But women, we have to stand up for each other. Because men stand up for each other no matter what.
Yeah, true, it's true.
You understand, yeah? So you find in women, we don't have that. So society, normally once you're like, you've gone off as a woman, your husband has left you. You're single mother. See, now the society is shunning you.
And labeling you.
But he's forgetting the person who left you single. The society does not see a man who left the woman as a bad person. They see the woman who couldn't keep a man. She's the one who's the problem. She's the problem.
No, the man couldn't keep the woman.
She's the problem. And then now when she tries to move on, she's still more of a problem. She wants her bananas. Society, yes, 100%. Even in Nairobi, as a single mom, in order for you to get a house, it's so hard. Most places, they don't allow you to go once you see, I am a single mom, I was. They don't allow you to go with your kids. They say if you don't have a husband, you can't come and rent here. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm being for real. Ask these ladies. So many of these ladies can't even find a decent home because when I want to, you have to leap. And then they also have that shunning. Oh, she's a single mother. Oh, she's just, you know, she's just a feminist trying to make it in life. They don't give you any credibility. But when you see a young man hustling, wow, yes, you go, hustler, blah, blah, blah.
They're fully supported.
They're fully supportive. Even they tell them that if a man goes to stay in a house, na kitu, wow, that's the best thing in life. He's moving slowly. But a woman, imagine, wanakwambia hiyo ni lodging. It's so disrespectful how society sees women. And that's why women, they're even so scared to leave their mother's house when they don't have anything.
That's so sad. And it goes, you know, when you talk about society, for me, I look at it all round. I look at, have you ever gone to a restaurant? Let's just look at that. You go to a restaurant with your man. You're walking into a restaurant. You know, sometimes I get surprised because the waitress will come receiving you and will greet the man and not greet the lady. I have seen it severally.
You're right.
So the question is it that they have, and I feel sometimes they don't have ill motive. But it has been geared towards that. Another question I have for you, still in the restaurants, why is it that when a woman is working in a restaurant, she's expected to dress short,
put on makeup?
Yes, short dress, show everything. But when a man is also working in a restaurant, they put on full.
At awoge, sometimes.
What does that show?
Oh my goodness. So let me start with your first story. Why is it that it's all about feminism. The community does not believe in the girl child, including the girl child herself does not believe in herself. When we go into a restaurant, even with my husband, these women go to the man first because they automatically think the man is the one with the money. They don't even think like I could be the one funding this man.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah? And I've also experienced this. I went to some restaurant in town. Imagine, because like I look so poor, I think nilikona choka. I was so tired, nilitoka shule, and I wanted like something cold. Imagine no one served me, like no one paid attention to me at all. They were just serving these men, and then when they come, they just drop the book. Imagine I had to just pay that lady the tip. Though I shanghai, she was so shocked I was going to pay her the tip. Imagine. Okay. So that's what they do, because they think you're not going to pay them tip. You're not going to give them the money, they came to get that day. They think women were just going to eat and complain and bargain.
Sadly.
Now,
how can women build stronger unity I'm looking at it because you said you're now in the, you're doing it, you out there speaking to women. Actually, I feel sometimes it is the men who should be spoken to, because even at marriage, when you are going for counseling, you will be told it is the woman who keeps a marriage. It's a woman who keeps, when things happen, it is the woman who failed to keep it, Why is it that they don't train men?
They don't.
Why is it more of training women, the girl child? And at some point you said, even women do not believe in themselves.
Yes.
So you say, if I'm already being told, everything in my mind is, it is you to keep that marriage. It is. Sometimes it's so shocking that you will have a conversation with a lady and then she will say, no, I'm not going to that party for peace.
Yeah.
Just for my marriage peace, I'm not going to do that. But if a man says that in front of fellow men, I'm not going to join you guys for the peace of my marriage, they laugh at that man. But the woman is expected to
vumilia.
So there is a lot. Now that you're in the field, could you please take us through the things that you share when you visit these women, probably who are in depression?
Yes.
When you go visiting in the community where you work, what are some of the things you tell them so that you build them?
Yes. One thing I love so much, and I'm so grateful my father taught me, is to always be honest with yourself. Once you are honest with yourself and there's no way you're going to go without yourself, is how you can tackle these problems feminism face in the community. You must always be like, sometimes you find honest with yourself. You must always be honest with yourself. Sometimes you find these ladies wajakula. You get Sometimes even wakuna mtoto hana pampers. You get So we try to tackle the problem of where the problem began and where it came from. Once you're honest with yourself, you say, menyewe, I had this money, but nilienda kukunywa. I had this money, but I had to pay rent. So once you tackle and you're honest with yourself, you can now start solving your shida, pole pole, and that's how you get to know. Most of these problems is not really the girl child. Most of the girl child gets these problems from outside. Ukitoka kwa nyumba yako, you don't have most of these problems. But once you go outside, is when you have those problems. You have to go look for food. You have to go look for pampers. You have to go pay rent. You have to go like this. So once you're always honest with yourself, if I go waste my time with Jonte, tutavuta tubangi, we won't eat tomorrow. There's no way you're going to blame Jonte. There's no way. You get If you know full well, you don't have rent, like money, and you don't have anyone. What are you still doing in Nairobi? You have your parents. Be good to them. Talk to them. Explain your situation.
Exactly.
Don't let someone convince you that you're going to, make it, because no one knows who you are. Be honest with yourself and your situation.
Who knows yourself.
Once you face that, you tackle every problem one by one. And that's how normally you find these ladies get out of depression. Once you have a job, something to keep you busy and your mind running. Pesa yako ni kitu mzuri sana. Yeah, that's what I would say.
I love today's conversation. It's still about the men and the women and everything and conflicts that arise. And we're still going to dwell so much there.
Yeah.
So do you think, or do you feel men play a role in conflicts between women? And how?
100,000%.
Wow.
I feel like men play the women. They play women so bad. I chill with men. I'm a girl's girl, but normally I attract men all the time. Men feel comfortable around me to kuongea trauma zao zote. Men ni wadaku sana. Wadaku sana.
Gossipers.
Yeah, and then the worst part about it, men will always tell you, don't compare me to this. Men will always compare a female. Okay. And that's where it comes in. You get Oh, huyu rafiki yako hakuna gari, wewe uko tu. You get And then when you do the same thing to them. For instance, also, I would say men also play the part of destroying women's mental health. This man has 2 women. He's playing them. He's telling this one, no, ni huyu ndo ananitaka. He's also going to the other lady, I love you. This one is the one forcing it. You see, all that drama is because of one man not being honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the ladies end up fighting.
They end up fighting. You get Even at home, my cousins are the ones who set up the girl child. Ba. Niliona Mercy was talking to someone in the bar hall. Hey, that man wants Mercy. So you understand, yeah? Mercy's job is to be in the kitchen. You understand?
And wash clothes.
Even your own cousins, your own brothers, your own uncles, they will be the problems to your mental health. Yeah, because now you want to go to school. No, you don't need to go to that school. You just do hair. What made you think I wanted to do hair? Like, do I just look like I can just do hair? So that's the problem with, the society. Men also give a role to women, and women listen. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Women listen, and they believe in men more than they believe in. Right now, if my dad tells me, Mercy, your husband is mistreating you, I want you to come home, I will not take 1 week. Na nilisharudi home. And that is how it is, unfortunately. Yeah. Sometimes, your mom is bad. So you understand, yeah? Oh, your auntie is bad. She's the one who's making you do these things. Men. It's very rare to get down and sit down with your fellow aunties and be like, oh, your uncle is the one who's going to witchcraft. Oh, no. It's always men.
And the example you gave earlier on was huyu kijana ana dates 2 ladies anaenda huko akiambia huyu anda huyu. Now, what about men in marriage?
Men in marriage.
Are they angels?
No, they're not. They're the ones destroying
out of
most
100%,
homes.
What percentage could you say?
80% of men in marriage are
That's
very
a high
bad.
rate.
Yes, because I will tell you, I've lived my life to the fullest. I have experience with married men. My friends have experience with married men. As a woman, you have experience with married men. Because growing up, teenagehood, from 16 to 21, married men are the ones looking for these small girls because they have money to take these girls everywhere. So for instance, I would say I had a couple of friends who were dating MPs, Ugandan girls. So unapata tu, like, she's dating an MP from Kenya. So imagine this man is married, anawambia bibi yake, me, I'm going for a business trip in Uganda.
He's going to see the side chick.
She's coming over. She's not even a side chick to that point because she's anakula tu do. He buys her car, he comes. They just spend time for only 1 month, then anarudi home. So you understand, yeah? Man.
If you're in that shoe, Mercy, just be honest. I hope I'm not roasting you.
Yeah.
There is this MP from somewhere coming and is promising you heaven on earth. You will stand on your ground and say, no, I don't want that car. No, I don't want you to burn your house. No, I don't want to go back to your wife.
No, I will gladly take it.
Oh, really?
And even like some of these MPs, your friend would never go to see these men alone. You understand, yeah? Most of these ladies who are dating married men, they never go alone until this married man shows her that she can be comfortable there. Yani, it's an investment. These married men are invested into having side chicks and other women.
But don't you think that one is, even before God, you're doing bad injustice to the other woman?
But okay, if the other woman doesn't see that it's injustice, remember I told you the enemy of a woman is another woman.
Exactly.
She knew this man is married. She alikubali, they go somewhere together. She wanted the money, he wanted to spend. Who are you going to blame? The spender or the customer?
Both of them.
Both of them, yeah.
Wow. Tukena back hapo kidogo lakini ni sawa.
Yeah, you can't blame anyone, both of them.
Now, do you feel that as women we should come together, build each other strongly?
Yes.
And what will be the result of that? And according to you, do you think it's possible?
I think it's 100% possible. There are women who love each other, and I have friends who are genuinely there to see me win. Right now, mimi siwezi lala njaa because I have a strong backbone of friends, ladies, not even men. There's no men that
are they
me.
Ladies you're working with?
No,
or
they're
just
ladies I grew up with, like in high school. I've known them in Kenya, in Uganda. We met like, high school. I was in Uganda and I was also in America in high school. So those are the loyalty we built over the years of high school. Those are the friends I've stuck to. They've never backbite me. They've never slept with my man. They've never hated me. Yani, there are real women out there, and I believe women can come and talk. For instance, even baby mama drama is not supposed to be there. A woman, once you know you've moved on, you should not be feeling any kind of hate or jealousy. You should not try any malice to someone. You get, because she's with your man. Bring that kid over. Let her play with your kids. Like for instance, me, I'm married and my husband has a kid outside there. So instead of me and the mother of the child to sit down and be like, okay, I've moved on, but this is his kid. This is how we're gonna do it, like this, like this, like this. It's not like that. You get, because someone somewhere wants to see someone crying. You understand, yeah? And forgetting the fact that, babes, ulisha move on. What are you still doing? Yeah, what's the point of you trying to hurt someone? No, Lisha, move on. A real baby mama would be like, okay, this is the father of my kid. This is his woman. This is the family. I want to get to know this lady. I want this lady to be safe in this home so that she can take care of my kid. You understand? Yeah? She has everything she needs to take care of my kid because me, I've moved on. But no, women generally never move on. It's very rare to find an ex-wife and a new wife sitting down together for the sake of the kid. And when they are sitting down together for the sake of the kid, everyone has to know about it. Everyone. So I've never really met people who really just sit down and be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is bibi ya huyu walikuja kuchukua mtoto. Aki, sijawahi. And I would like to see that. I want to sit down with a baby mama and a wife and see them getting along.
Oh, no.
Where is the problem you get? Because if one party has moved on, where's the fight? What are they fighting for?
I don't know whether I can manage that.
I think
Me
sometimes you
sitting
have to
with
try.
baby mama. Why? What are we looking for? What are we discussing?
Because they say for the sake of the kid. That's what they say.
The kid has the mom and the dad. Why should I come in between?
And that is the attitude we are talking about.
Please help me.
And that's why women don't get along very well.
Because don't you think by doing that we are encouraging the men?
Okay.
Like what you did was correct.
Let me now tell you.
And the next time another baby mama will come in.
No. When you're doing that, you're not encouraging the man. You're actually stopping him from his stupidity. Because utajua alienda huko kwa huyu. You get, yeah? You utajua he's still in love with his ex. You understand, yeah? But now when you two are separated, the lies come through. Oh, Mercy's the one who doesn't want me to leave the house. And then Pia, he comes to me. She's the one who told me to go there. You hate the kid. So when people don't have that transparency, I always believe in honesty. You get, because now I know you're not into my man. Why should I hate you? You Ulisha, move on. Yeah, we're not like kids. You're my first love. Ulisha, move on. You understand? But now when I tell you women are other women's enemies, because there's someone who's always wants a secret relationship. Anakudanganya too. She's sitting here laughing with you, but she's going to sleep with your man. And then the problem comes is when she's 2 years later, hakuna mtoto ingine. And you've already forgiven them for having that first child. See, that's where mental health now comes in. Someone can literally run mad because you've trusted this person with your all. Alisha kufanyia vibaya.
No,
Tena sasa unamtrust.
I'm sorry to cut you short because I feel like you're getting into my nerves. You know, I'm like, no, I can't do this. Yeah. But you see, the reason why we are talking about feminism, first of all, is to empower women. Now, there is this guy who has gone out of your marriage and sad a child outside there with another. And then he's coming here and you need to forgive them.
Okay.
Sour. Forgive them because we are taught as Christians to forgive. But forgiving, does it mean you forgive and you still accommodate them in your life? Because for me, I feel they will keep on reminding me of what they did. I would rather forgive and walk out.
Away.
So the big question is, why does this woman feel the need of still staying until probably at some extent another child is brought?
Yes.
Why don't you just forgive them, walk out, go start your life somewhere? Do not deny him kids. He can come, create kids. And you see, this is now where my pain comes from. We need to empower women. The reason why a woman will remain locked in that house, waiting and saying, it is because she was told the woman is the one to keep the marriage.
Yeah.
It is because this woman has no finances. So nitaenda wapi? Ndatoa wapi pesa ya kwenda kurent nyumba? So what if we empower these people right from the beginning? As the man is told, you go, you're the one, the leader, you're what? They are being educated. Why don't you also educate the girl child?
Yes.
Because even yourself, could you share with us the experience when you have finances? Pesa, you've hit some project very well, pesa mingia kwa mfuko. And when you're so broke,
it's
when
slavery.
you have confidence that you can actually respond to anyone.
Yeah.
It's because when money is in your pocket,
your
right?
own pocket.
So I'm trying to imagine, can you get a woman who is financially stable, not in a bad way, she's financially stable, then she still encourages a man who goes outside there to bring a child?
And I tell you this for the 100th time, women are on downfall. Yeah. First of all, you might find this woman believes in this man 100
Even
She
when the
believes
evidence
Alisha
is there.
changed. Yeah. And that's why I say the enemy is always another woman. You know for a fact.
Yes, I love that.
Yes. You know for a fact
It's
this woman
this
is giving
guy.
you a chance.
Uh-huh.
No woman, you with your own knowledge, no woman is comfortable enough to bring you. But she let you in her home. She let your kids know. What would make you sleep with her husband, Tana? And that's why I say women are our biggest problems. And once we start being honest with each other, if you still want to sleep with my baby daddy or my husband, not even my baby daddy, your husband, you only have a right to your husband. If you still wanted to be with my husband, you could have just told me. I still want him, Mercy. I don't see myself moving on. So that we know what to do with it. But it's never like that. A woman will always lie so that she can enter in your house.
Now, please, looking at that camera, I want you to talk to women outside there. Especially women who at some point have found themselves in it, or there are some who are planning to do it. Actually, today, with social media, you find someone confessing, me, I love married men. So kindly, looking at the camera, could you talk to these women and give them some encouragement, word of advice, to discourage them from what they're doing?
Yeah, so I want to be 100% honest because honesty is the best policy. These women who love married men, I want to tell you one thing, that man will never leave his wife. Hata kama his wife ni mjinga aje, even if the wife is so stupid, she is there because she loved him to the fullest of even bringing you there. Ask yourself this question. If you had a husband and he was cheating on you, would you also allow this other lady to come to your house? Ask yourself that question. And then see how, your life is going to turn out. Because at the end of the day, you're going to end up either with diseases, because these married men do not care about you. In fact, it's going to refer you to his friends. You understand? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Married men, they all sleep with the same women.
Yeah,
you understand? Yeah. He's going to leave you with a child, you understand, in which you want to force the woman of the house to take care of, and still you want to come and destroy the marriage times 2. You understand? Yeah? So he's not gonna build you a house like you think. He's not gonna marry you. He can marry 2 women. Is he crazy? Yeah. By the time a man marries 2 women, he is financial. That other woman he's going to marry has more money than him. You understand, yeah? Or she's going to build him up in some way. Ask yourself, how are you helping Mr. Whatever, your married man? How if you're just helping him sexually, I think it's time. You're still young, you're still beautiful. Go look for your job, your own money. Go look for your own home. You get look for someone who's genuinely yako. Don't let someone use an excuse of me being married to not give you what you deserve. A man saying I'm married is an excuse. That's all I can say. A man saying I'm married is an excuse not to take you home. It's an excuse not to build with you. It's an excuse not to invest with you. So when a man tells you I am married, he's not saying that, come and get me. He's saying, I'm just going to sleep with you.
Let's just enjoy. Have fun.
I'm married. And that's it. Yeah. And women don't understand when a married man says, I'm married. They think, I'm married, but I'm suffering. No, I'm married and it means I'm married. They say, no woman who's sleeping with a married woman, wanajua. He said it. But then you stay along for 5 years, 10 years, hoping that he's going to leave his wife. Then at the end of the day, when you become a co-wife, you start getting angry. You start going to the witch doctor. You start going for prayers. Unashinda kwa pastor. So most of these mental health habits or depression we create for ourselves. So once you can remove the obstacles in your way, and that's, one of them which will help you is be honest with yourself. No married man, if a man respected you even an ounce, he would not tell you he's married. He would not. Yeah. No man who wants you will tell you he's married. It's now when, he knows he's not going to take you anywhere. He tells you, okay, me, I'm married, by the way.
In other words, he's telling you stay away.
Yeah, stay away. Yeah.
Wow. What about men? What words do you have for our men?
Yeah, men, I would say
brothers.
Stop destroying the community. You understand? Stop destroying community. Stop leaving these women alone with kids. Because kids are,
with emotional wounds.
With emotional wounds. Kids are the ones who, we say our future. Kids are the ones who are building this environment. So imagine we're building emotionally unstable kids. Imagine the trauma, the destiny, these kids won't develop. So when you think that you're hurting the woman, you're not hurting the woman, you're hurting the kid. For a married man who's having kids outside there, figure out your plans.
Yeah. Why
Take
don't
care
they
of your
just marry
kids.
and then have 1, 2, 3, 4 women instead of giving birth to
Kids.
children and leaving children to suffer in the streets over there? Wow. So it's a conversation that will take hours. Let me try to cut it short because time again is not actually on our side.
True.
We've discussed much about these conflicts, and looking at our conversation, honestly, you would say it is women who we are becoming enemies of ourselves, and therefore we're leading ourselves into the depression that, when you look at it really, it should not actually be there.
It shouldn't be there.
We have also mentioned about the society and how the society contributes to this. When we talk about the society now, we're talking about everyone. It's from parents to the village elders.
It's everyone.
The workplace, again, how you view a woman. You know, I've actually worked in an environment where men are listened more than the women.
Yeah.
You know, men points have weight than the women or the ladies in that. So when you look around, recently, the statistics showed that women are more than men.
Yeah, they are.
Percentage-wise, actually, women are at 52%, men are at 48%. But then again, we are the many, but when you even go to these higher positions, they are actually occupied by men, not women. So away from even relationships, even when it comes to job-wise,
utter politics, women will never go to vote for another woman. And I ask myself, why is that? Why is it that we can't just support another woman? She knows what we're going through. She will get the job done. She'll say whatever you need to, you know, say. But unfortunately, women are our greatest enemies.
And you will find men sitting down and discussing that and saying, ni wajinga. They're the ones bringing each other down.
Kuna mood swings.
Having mood swings. Thank you for bringing that again. A woman goes through so much emotional trauma. We lose a lot during periods. We're losing, is it iodine, calcium? Iron.
Yeah, we're losing iron.
When giving birth, we lose that. When taking care of children, from a child who cannot sit to sitting to walking, then you will still find a grown-up man, well-educated, still saying, women are so emotional.
Yeah.
I'm like,
they say.
Do you even sit down to first of all reason out? And it is quick for a man to say that to a woman who's not a relative.
Yeah.
But when it comes to their own daughters or sisters, they're so caring. You know, it's really such a bad state that I feel we should actually create a conference and we talk about this. Yeah. So having said this and mentioning this, and before this skips my mind, I've actually even seen, even in churches.
Yeah.
Do you look at how, not all of course, please msinikujie na mawe, viewers na subscribers, even in churches, the ushers, the way they smile at a couple coming into church and they are welcoming the man more than the woman. For me, it has always left me with questions, like what does that mean? Okay, so having said all this, now we move on to what are some of the steps we need to take to protect our mental health. Yeah. Do we still go back to what you said? Accept yourself, accept your situation, be honest with yourself.
I can also add some other things. Also change the environment in which you're in will really help your mental health. Get active. You can start a business with less than 5,000. You know, just look for your own money, even if it's 50 bucks. I say change your environment so much because I'm a type of person who's lived in different environments and I've seen the difference with living in an environment which hates women and an environment which empowers women. So it really affects your mental health sana on the environment you stay in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. What is the biggest misunderstanding about feminism today?
Yeah, the biggest misunderstanding about feminism, like you said, mood swings. A lady cannot fully express herself. We are not allowed to express ourselves. Even me myself, when I post videos on WhatsApp, oh, Mercy's going through it. Mercy's tantrum. Oh, yeah. No one takes me seriously because they see I'm a tantrum.
Suffering.
But why would you call my feelings a tantrum? I asked that same question. Why is it me complaining about how you're making me uncomfortable, a tantrum. But when you say that I let you down, you're speaking sense. It does not make sense at all. So women are even scared of expressing themselves. So many women want to sit down and talk about the daily. Sometimes they even sleep hungry, but they don't even know who to talk to, because once you tell your friend, oh, ata mimi jana nililala njaa, sijakula, you get, they're laughing at you.
And the best advice could be sutafute mwanaume.
Yeah. Get a man, get married.
And this man could be now a married man. And then the circle
continues.
continues.
It's even more when it's a married man.
Now, finally, if you could tell every woman listening today one message about mental health and self-worth, what would it be?
What I would say about mental health and self-worth, it normally starts from within. No one will give you that satisfaction of being mentally stable and, you know, being so proud and loving yourself. No one will do it for you. I had to figure that out the hard way. The saying is, no one can actually make you happy. You have to be happy. So once you want to remove yourself from this mental crisis, mental health crisis, and depression or anxiety, take time off and breathe and accept yourself for who you are.
For who you are.
And everything's going to be all right. Once you love yourself so much, no one's going to make you feel bad. Even if they say, oh, I'm a parara, oh, wigi yake si human, oh, ni nini, you get, yeah? Oh, she doesn't have a car. She doesn't have this and this and this. You know yourself. You worked so hard to get that job. After, even if people tell you don't have a car, you're just happy with the little that you have. So know yourself and be happy with yourself. Once you're happy with yourself, no one can put you in the ditch of depression.
Yeah, because we are told it is the voice from within that can affect you. Voices from outside have no power at all.
No power against you.
Yeah. Any challenges you come across when you're doing your work?
Yes, so many. Because people view that I'm a girl, I'm not supposed to be taken as serious.
Oh.
You get it? They view like me.
Other ladies or
other ladies
or
and
people
men,
in general?
Men in general. In the media house, they don't give jobs to women. If you didn't know, yes,
really?
Go and watch the news.
But we see ladies airing news.
It's very, okay, they air news, but like most of the people, they don't want to hire women because they see they're not capable to do the same job these men can do.
Oh.
You get it? Wow, so like in the job field, I do face that. Sometimes even I want to go interview some people, they give me problems. Oh, utalipia sisi nini? Oh, unataka kuongea nini?
Kitu kidogo.
Yeah, and then nasema nini? Huyu ni nani? You get it? They don't take me as serious as if I go with a cameraman. You get, if I go with these guys of Kinai, they take me seriously now when they see a man behind my back. And that's the biggest problem I face. In my community, in my school, anywhere I go, people don't take me seriously because they see I'm a female. They start taking me seriously after I have to prove myself. And I want to let people know, it's not only me. In general, you must prove yourself. You must prove yourself. And don't ever be discouraged for someone telling you to, you know, prove yourself.
How? Prove yourself
when someone tells you like, oh, for instance, like when they invite you to do a job, you get, go end up picking your job with your might. Go and do the best job that you can do. Deliver. So that even the people who are doubting you will be like, oh, kumbe, we were talking nonsense. You understand? Yeah. They told me it comes with power, money, and then respect. You get, yeah? So you have to, I don't know, you have to get all of them, but you have to start with yourself.
Okay. Yeah. To the government, one word or one statement you'd want to tell them about your job?
Yeah, to the government, I've been talking to most of these girls, and they really do need your help. These women have no food. They have so many kids they can't even keep. Someone even runs away from home. Mtoto wake alikufa kwa nyumba. You get ya? Because she didn't even have food. She stays away from home. Mtoto analia. You get ya? So
it happens actually.
Government should also concentrate on these feminist groups and make sure they're actually helping the community. Most of these groups working with feminism, they're not helping the community. They're helping each other. 3 or 4 people in the group, they're the ones prospering. They're going getting jobs there, they're getting this. So the best someone can do for a feminist is buy pads, surely. The best these groups can do for feminism is let her pampers, surely. You get, yeah? Empower the women more is what I would like to say. And also follow up. Not most of these feminist groups, they're not doing anything for anyone. They're only helping friends they know. So there's a lot of people who actually could and need that help. The people who are getting that help, they're financially stable. You can't tell me you're calling your jirani, come and get this food. And you and your jirani, you pay the same rent. What makes the jirani akose chakula kwako na wewe uko nayo? You need to help people who actually need this help. There are so many women who are homeless, they have to sell themselves, and they have ukimwi, they have AIDS. And these are the women spreading AIDS because they have to eat no matter what. And you're not going to tell that lady, asikule, unless you're willing to give them. Sometimes even when I go to talk to these women, I have to go with food. They were to live for that day. So all I can say is government should actually track down this feminist group and actually get involved physically. Yeah.
In the next 5 years, probably, where do you see yourself?
Me, actually, I don't really plan that long because I have God. God is the one who plans things for me. But, you know, I'm a journalist. I see myself doing more stories, more in-depth stories, tackling human rights, you know, activism, talking more to the youth, teaching more youth. I just want to help people with the little that I have. I don't really need much to help people, but I do plan on helping people. So I don't have like big dreams of becoming a millionaire or whatever. I actually see myself in 5 years helping more people than I actually am helping right now. Using Chatia Mercy, my show, to encourage them to fight for their mental health and to always be awake. You know, the enemy is always lack of knowledge. You get. Once these ladies also see that there are other people who sleep hungry like me. Once these ladies see that, you know, there are people who actually go through the same thing and they see that this person legitly got help and got out, is when they're also going to take that step. Because right now people don't know the secret to life. The secret to life is always work hard and never give up on yourself.
Exactly.
And people don't know that. Unaweza find Mercy and hakuna pesa, hakuna kazi, but you don't understand where Mercy started from. Mercy started with nothing. She had to walk to go and do these interviews. And right now, unaona Mercy, Nini, she's getting money. You can't say I went to witch doctor. You understand? Illuminati. So people generally have to stop believing in shortcuts. Just work hard.
Yeah, actually shortcuts come with a cost.
A big cost.
It never ends well. Now, as we conclude, there is the story of Akode. You know her. You've seen the drama online.
Yes, I have.
And I'm looking at, as a man, you abandon a woman with your children. Now that the children are growing, are succeeding, you want to come back into their life. Now, I know we will preach forgiveness. I know we're going to preach acceptance. But the question is, if you were in the shoes of Akode, will you accept that man fully to come back into the children's life?
I would not. In Uganda, we also have that culture. Yeah, we will not allow you to come back.
What if the children want their dad back?
You know, it's also, you know, why would you tell the children about this dad? Yeah, why would you tell them about someone like that? You know, people like this, you might find he's not coming into her life to be a good dad. He's coming into her life to see where he went wrong, how he can destroy it. You understand? Yeah? Most men don't feel happy your children prospered without you being there. You understand? Yeah? So us, we don't allow you to come back. Because after all those years, what are you coming back to do in general? Even if you buy me a car, a shamba, what are you coming back to do? This lady has already raised me after all these years. She's my mom, she's my dad. What are you coming back to do? Sasa unakuja kuniletea stress. You probably have kids from other places. They're coming to claim my wealth as well. You probably have wives from other places. They're also coming to claim my mother's wealth. You understand, yeah? So these men should also know you're bringing drama to your child. If you already, kama ulishaamua kuenda, enda kabisa.
Ukazaa watoto wengine, leave.
Enda kabisa. What are you coming back to do? Very few, even so many wasanii, so many musicians. I think we know of very many of them. Most of the parents abandoned them. Now when they're rich, they try to come back. No. Most of them even they refused.
Now we have gone so way past the time.
Yeah.
Later, I wish for us to conclude, but before we go, this is my camera. Yeah, I want to talk to women. Our conversation today has been about women. And to be honest, I'm one person who looks around and I get so pissed off by what we can do as women to follow each other. So it is our hope that women, we are going to look at this, and the only way you can get to understand how hurtful things that we do is when you turn it the other way around. Let's behave, let's grow up, let's shun away from bringing each other down just for our own benefit. And again, I want to challenge mothers outside there. You have a daughter in the house, start from that young age, empower them, so that they don't come to now, they're the ones who are going to destroy other people's marriages, or jealousy kills them to an extent of wanting to destroy other women in the society.
Yes.
If we can nurture that from that young age, then we're going to have ladies of character who are willing to stand up for each other and support each other. So I hope our conversation today we reach out to as many women as possible, and let us be who God created and designed us to be as women and as mothers. Remember, we carry a lot of grace.
Yeah.
It is through us that blessings flow, even to the men who marry us. So let us do that for the sake of each other. And I want to end our conversation there, Mercy, unless you have something maybe you want to finish up with, or something you want to share.
No, I'd like to thank you so much for inviting me on your show. I've had a good time being honest. I did not sugarcoat anything.
Yes.
So I hope that, we can change the community by being honest with ourselves and also taking accountability for our mistakes. Yeah. So that's all I would like to say.
Thank you so much. This is our platform. Thank you for trusting us to come and share, even create the time. We are growing pole pole. We hope to get to those levels in future. This is a place where we discuss honest conversation, societal issues, and we hope we will grow as days go by. So until our next time, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep following us, and keep sharing our content. And we appreciate so much. Thank you. Thank you for coming.